Coach, with Kelly Oubre's absence today, are you more inclined to keep the rotation as it is or add somebody into that just to, give your wings a blow?
Yeah, we definitely will add, not definitely, there's a possibility we will add another player just to give our guys a rest, and we have 7 guys to choose from.
Oh, is it my turn? Hi, Coach.
Hi.
Picking up off of that, can you talk a little bit about the physicality of this series? Why do you think it's like this, and do you think it will continue?
I mean, I don't know. We want to just focus on playing basketball. We talked about that from the start. We're a good basketball team when we just focus on what we have to do, moving the basketball, defending the basketball. But we definitely want to play with passion. We are not a good team if we don't, and we want to make sure that we can have that on the floor as much as we can. And we know we're playing against a very good basketball team. They're up on us, and so we have to come and bring that with us from the opening tap.
52 personal fouls, 8 technical fouls. What does that say about the last game?
That there was a lot of fouls, and we just have to be able to manage that and coach through that. And I know I got a technical myself, and I have to do a better job of controlling myself during the game. And this is playoffs, and you have second round, and we all are fighting for the next round, and it shouldn't be easy for either team. And you should play, and you should focus on the game. It's a great game, and we just have to keep focusing on playing basketball.
Obviously, the blocks stand out for Jan Mahinmi, but what are some of the other ways he kind of can affect your defense? It seems like he did a pretty good job against Isaiah Thomas when he gets in the lane, kind of swiping at the ball. And that's
yeah, he has great verticality in front of the basket. Yeah, he's that long and athletic, and he can alter and change shots, and sometimes he can block shots. And he's a great pick and roll defender. He does a lot of good things on the defensive end, and offensively he knows how to play, knows where to be, knows where the pockets are open. And he has good hands, and he can finish around the rim with either hand. He's a good basketball player. It's unfortunately he got hurt the last couple of games of the season, but we're glad to have him back. The minutes are still limited. I feel like I can give him a few more minutes. He felt pretty good yesterday, and he came back today and it felt pretty good. So maybe a few more minutes to increase after last night or a couple of days ago's basketball game.
Scott, obviously it's your first year here, but back in 2015, the last time the Wizards were in the playoffs, the last home playoff game, which was an elimination game, wasn't a sellout. This time you guys, to this point, have sold out every game. There have been times during the season where you could hear loud cheers for the other team. So far in the playoffs, we really haven't had too much of that. How, from your perspective, have you noticed sort of that change in the home dynamics, and how has that, do you think, helped your team? Markeith said the other game that you guys, in part, kept that lead in Game 3 that you didn't in the first 2 games because Boston couldn't get that momentum from the crowd.
I mean, I don't really know the history of all of that. We've only played here once a year as opposing coach. But as this season has progressed, I've seen the excitement around the city, and I've said it from day one. Our players, we have to be on the court playing the right way and giving everything we have and playing for our teammates, and the fans will appreciate that. If you don't do that, you don't expect to have a crowd cheering for you, and they shouldn't. We've all been in games and been around the game, and if you see guys that don't give effort, it's hard to cheer for them. And our guys have done a great job of leaving everything on the floor, and our crowd is appreciative of that. And you can see it as the season's gone on. We want to establish who we are and how we play, and not have it game to game. And our identity has been that, and hopefully we can continue that for many years. But the crowd's been great. I'm excited for today's game because it does gives players gives them juice, and it gives you. It's fun. It's fun to play against a packed house, at home or on the road. It's nothing like it, and we have this situation here with both fan bases are supporting their team the best that they can.
Scott, over here. We know that the series is a series of adjustments. Teams adjust throughout the series, and one thing Isaiah said at the end of the last game was like they didn't adjust well to the adjustment that you made in defending him. So I'm wondering, when you go into a game like this, you have your adjustments obviously in mind. How much do you leave room for anticipated adjustments they might make, or do you just leave that as a blank slate and make it as the game goes on, or do you go into the game thinking about what they might do differently and have a plan for that?
Well, I think you have to do all of the above. You have to always adjust and try to figure out how you can improve both ends of the floor, and you have to also play the guessing game, what they might do, and be prepared for it. And that's all I can do as a coach, as a staff, and as our team, is have us prepared for everything they will throw at us. Isaiah Thomas is, like I said many, many times, I'm going to continue to say that. I'm not just saying it just because we're playing against them. He's a special basketball player. And what he's able to do, his ball handling, his way he can get to anywhere he wants to get to on the floor is just uncanny, and you can throw guys at him. He makes tough shots. He has great strength. He doesn't play. He's not a small guy. He's a basketball player, and he's one of the best players in the league. And there's a reason why that you talk about him in MVP conversations. That guy is a basketball player that's hard to stop, and we're going to do the best we can. Again, last game we did a good job. Did he miss all of his shots that were contested? No, he still had good looks. He missed some shots, and we were making shots. The game was in our favor, and so never know how he's feeling, but he's hard to stop, and we're going to do the best we can to do it one more time tonight.
Coach, repeatedly, Coach Stevens has talked about how you guys have just gotten off to fast starts, whether it be on the road or here. Is there anything that you think you're doing it to jumpstart that, or why do you think that is?
We're just focusing on trying to get, keeping it simple, possession by possession. Get a score, get a stop. And there's really nothing more to that. We all know where we need to be. And sometimes good defense, good effort, good execution is still not good enough to stop a really, really good player. And we've seen that before. But we've had some good starts because we've got some good opportunities on offense. We've had a lot of easy buckets, and because it's our passing, our spacing, and John's ability to find guys, and our guys' ability to make shots. And hopefully we can have another good start tonight.
Scott, in the last game, Thomas got to play extended minutes, probably in part because of Kelly's situation. What did you see out of that you liked? How did you think he handled the situation? And sort of asking again, obviously, because of today, the circumstances with Kelly exist.
Well, I think he's had some good moments all season long. He hasn't had consistent minutes. It has nothing to do with him. He's new to our team, new to the league, and he's gained experience this season one day at a time. And I think he has a bright future to be a really good rotation player in this league. He's good size. I trust him on the court. We have guys that played ahead of him that are pretty good, but it's nothing to do with him. But I think Kelly has really improved this season as the season's gone on. But Thomas is definitely a guy that he can play tonight. I feel comfortable if he's in the game, and he's going to be ready if I chose him to take some of Kelly's minutes that Kelly won't be able to play tonight.